When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. I'm sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
45. Hey, zoom.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 50. Hey, alert. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 54's Mike. Check.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 8, read. Check. 45's the Mike. Hey, lock it. Right. 5.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, wahoo! They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Let's go.
Stick looks to throw. This complete to Jones. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Switch. 25. 25. Check 25.
Hey, team, spill. Hey, Echo. Man. Shoot.
On second down, it's Stick. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
45, Mike, 45. Pick me up. Here we go. Check, 45 to Mike. Check.
Here's Stick, third and long. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Go.
Throwing again on second down. Stick. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They run with Hill, and he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Hunt. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, yeah!
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way. And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Trubisky will throw. Henry brings it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Mike's 54.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
An explosive 38-yard pickup.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
58 to Mike. 52.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. A quick throw, but incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
58 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
Go on, go on.
Right there. Keep it up. Keep it up. Check.
Big rip.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8.
And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On second down, Freeman. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Fielded about a yard deep.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
Here's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, 18. 45's the mic.
All day, just like that.
Bravo.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Smooth.
You don't want none.
Trubisky to throw again. Finding Gabriel complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Bears, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
And goals at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Again, it's Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Hey, zoom. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Silver. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. It's going to be a long day.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Taylor Gabriel. It's 4th and
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A give right side now to Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
60 or.
First down, Falcons.
Get the ball.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run again with Hunt. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
X3, 218, chop.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
General West.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They run again with Hunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running right, this is Freeman. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check three, check three, check three.
6-6, bullet high. 5.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Man up, D. Man up, D.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
check three, check. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, exit. Red, up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
I'm trying to collect.
18.
50. Hey, wahoo!
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. You're not ready. Right there.
Hey, seam 6.
All day.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And caught by Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run forward Tariq Cohen, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a second time for 6 points.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it here with Hunt. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Right here, let's go. 61, matchbox lights.
On first down, punt, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Brian Hill, 47 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And I want to give the big guy some credit because he deserves it, but where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
You got nothing. Kill.
Yep.
Hunt going to run for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Now Trubisky on first down. Gonna let one fly. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more on that one and another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Under crush, under.
Hey, lock it.
Check the backer, check the backer.
No.
Hey, check 24.
Here's Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, hey, hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Look at me. Zipper.
That's me. 45. 45. Mike, 40.
Hey, foxtrot. Foxtrot.
Come on, now. 45.
Get it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Mike, 53. Watch the curl.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They try again with Cohen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Here's Trubisky.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming out.
Hey, high 7.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
Back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
45.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
This is Hunt. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Chicago.